Are Medicare supplements still worth it? CBS News MoneyWatch posed this very question. With Medicare premiums set to rise in 2026, is Medicare supplemental insurance worth it? Right out of the gate in this article, they state, quote, as Medicare enrollees look ahead to 2026, one thing is already clear. Healthcare isn't getting any cheaper. And while the 2026 cost of living adjustment for Social Security recipients will result in seniors receiving an extra $56 per month, woohoo, on average, this modest raise is about to feel a lot smaller for beneficiaries due, in large part, to those rising healthcare costs. That's because the Medicare Part B premiums are slated to increase to $202.90 per month next year, a nearly 10% increase that will consume almost 1/3 of that Social Security bump, unquote. They go on, quote, these rising costs have more people asking whether Medicare supplemental insurance, commonly called Medigap, is worth the extra monthly expense, unquote. And, quote, so with healthcare costs climbing, will the cost of Medicare supplemental coverage actually be worth it in 2026, unquote. Well, today we are going to answer that question, and quite emphatically. Plus, I'll give some insight and tips on what you can do to keep your premiums as low as possible. Hi, I'm Chris Prang. I'm the Medicare analyst. I'm a licensed agent in 17 states, and I'm based out of Charlottesville, Virginia. Maximizing your Medicare should be important to you, and my goal is to help people like you make a wise and confident decision about all of your Medicare choices so that you can protect your income, your assets, your savings, and your health. If today is your birthday, then happy birthday to you. Boris Johnson said, my policy on cake is pro having it and pro eating it. Given all the headwinds against Medicare supplements like Medicare Advantage, offering plans with zero premiums and extra benefits, and of course all the misleading marketing when it comes to Medicare Advantage, guaranteed issue rights, more and more states enacting the birthday rule law for existing Medicare supplement policyholders, some states enacting guaranteed issue right laws for people with Medicare Advantage plans to be able to get a Medicare supplement guaranteed regardless of health. More Medicare Advantage plans terminating, giving those people a guaranteed right to get a Medicare supplement, and recently excessive utilization. Slow growth for the future is predicted. While over 50% of Medicare beneficiaries go with Medicare Advantage, only about 20% choose a Medicare supplement, and that's been declining and not expected to grow much in the future. These headwinds are what are causing a few things to happen. One, premiums going up much faster than in the past. Two, some companies opting out of states with the birthday rule law or opting out of the Medicare supplement market altogether, like Allstate, Ace, Manhattan Life, etc. And three, less competition, which usually leads to higher premiums. In this article from CBS, they go through a series of pros and cons. First pro is it offers predictable, stable, out-of-pocket costs. The con is it adds another monthly premium during a period of rising healthcare expenses. Pro, you can see any Medicare accepting provider nationwide. The con, it doesn't include prescription, dental, vision, or hearing coverage. Pro, it may deliver better long-term value as health needs grow. The con, premiums vary widely and increase over time. Very true. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation in 2023, the average monthly premium among current Medigap policyholders was $217, and that was in 2023. We are now in 2026. Add 3 more years of say 7% increases, and now you're at $265 per month. The article concludes with this. The bottom line, quote, with Medicare premiums projected to rise in 2026, many older adults are taking a closer look at whether Medigap offers enough value to justify the cost, unquote. So, are Medicare supplements still worth it? What do you think? In general and as a whole, an emphatic yes, they are still very much worth it. But unfortunately, not for everyone, and not everyone does need a Medicare supplement. As an example, I recently worked with a lady who was paying over $400 per month for her Medicare supplement, and there was simply no way she could keep paying that much money. And unfortunately, wasn't in good enough health to qualify for a new Medicare supplement at a lower rate, and didn't live in a state with some birthday rule or guaranteed issue right. We thoroughly discussed and reviewed going through and going with Medicare Advantage. And in the end, that's what she chose. I should point out that if she told me she was presently dealing with a serious health issue that was causing her to have frequent and many provider visits, I would have never suggested making the change. In the end, she will be saving over $4,800 per year in premiums, plus she'll have some decent extra benefits. And if she doesn't like it, since she got a Medicare Advantage plan for the first time, she will have a 12-month trial period where she, at any time, can get her Medicare supplement back. And guess what? She will likely get it at a lower rate than what she was paying. Other than people that truly can't afford their Medicare supplements anymore, who else doesn't need one? Well, people on Medicaid, people with financial assistance from their local hospital, people with TRICARE, people with access to group retiree health coverage and aren't aware of it. Now, what can you actually do to lower and or keep your premiums in check? One, if you're in good health and have a Plan F or a Plan G, then get out of them and go with a Plan N or a high deductible Plan G. You can see my videos about those plans. The Plan N is typically 20 to 30% less than the Plan G, and even more if you have a Plan F. Plus, it typically goes up slower, so over time, you have more savings each year. Consider the high deductible G. Very low premiums and typically go up very slow. Two, if you live in a birthday rule state, then start shopping your rate. If you're in a birthday rule state and it's one of the states that I'm licensed in, then reach out to me and let's see what your options are. Three, move to a birthday rule state. No, I am not kidding. If it's going to save you thousands of dollars a year and maybe thousands or tens of thousands of dollars over the rest of your life, then it might be worth moving. Number four, if part of your premium is based upon being a tobacco user or your weight, then if you stop using whatever tobacco product you are using for 12 months, or if you can get your weight into the preferred range for height and weight for 12 months or more, you can request that the premium be lowered. This will generally save you 10 to 20% per month. Five, if you have a health issue that is preventing you from getting a new supplement, then depending on what the health issue is, if you can overcome it, and many chronic conditions are reversible via diet and exercise, then once you are at the 2-year mark of overcoming your health issue, then you might be able to get approved for a new, lower premium supplement. Six, you very carefully switch to a Medicare Advantage plan, and within the first 12 months, you exercise your trial right and switch back to a Medicare supplement. Typically, when you do this, you'll get the going rate, not your previous rate. You can only do this if you get Medicare Advantage for the first time. You could not have had Medicare Advantage in the past and get it for the second time. Now, there are some people out there that say you should get a supplement from a company that has a large pool of policyholders in your state because, quote, larger pools usually mean more stability and fewer dramatic spikes, unquote. What I say is hogwash. AARP, United Healthcare, and Mutual of Omaha have the largest pools in most states, and their rates have gone up more than others. When I give you a rate quote, I go over those historic rate increases for the companies you are considering. Two more things that you can consider. One, go through your finances and see if you are spending any money you don't really need to spend, especially for ongoing subscriptions that you just don't need, use, or even know that you have, and get rid of them. That right there could cover a good bit of your premium. Two, ask a family member to help. If you have adult children, ask them for help. After all, they owe it to you. If you happen to go to a good church, then explain your situation with them and see if they can help. So, are Medicare supplements still worth it? Yes, but it's all about picking the right one and doing the right things to keep your premiums as low as possible. That's it for today. I hope that you found this very helpful. If you are considering a Medicare supplement or Medicare Advantage and you want to work with me, just reach out to me and we'll start with some rate quotes and we will go from there. If you have any questions about what I've just gone over and when you're ready for my help in maximizing your healthcare and retirement insurance coverage and making a wise choice when it comes to all of your Medicare insurance options, and you live in one of the states that I'm licensed in, which you can see right here, then feel free to reach out to me either by phone or through my contact form on my website. You can schedule an appointment or you can ask me to call you. We will have an open and honest conversation about your healthcare needs, philosophies, and budget, and I will do my best to answer any questions or concerns that you may have. And once we determine what's best for your unique needs and budget, I will then enroll you in the plan or the plans of your choice, and of course be available down the road for your support. To stay up to date and gain more insight on maximizing your Medicare insurance and perhaps your health, then please go ahead and subscribe. And who do you know who may benefit from this info? Please share it with them. I'm Chris Prang, the Medicare analyst. Make it a great day.